Hello, everybody. Happy Monday to all of you out there. I know Mondays can be troublesome, but I hope this video will brighten up your Mondays. I hope I'm having a good Monday too. I don't know if I am yet because it isn't Monday for me. But with that, on that note, welcome back to Against the Current. I always set out with these videos. I always set out and I'm like, all right, I'm going to say this, this, and this for the intro. I'm going to have all of this planned out. It's going to be great. And that never happens. I never do it. And then always, I just, hey, everybody, how's your Monday? I don't feel good. It's not Monday for me yet. Like, just, but yeah. Hello, I'm Eli Hollingsworth. As always, welcome back to Against the Current, A The Chosen podcast, aka Against the Current, A The Chosen podcast YouTube channel. Because you're obviously seeing visual with this on the YouTube realm, internet, um, world. So, hi, we're back, and today we're going to talk about The Chosen, as we always do. If we talked about something else, then that would be incredibly weird. And I hope that you are excited for today's video because we've got a lot to talk about. There's a hair on the microphone. We've got a lot to talk about in today's video. A lot of juicy stuff. Not well done juicy, but medium rare juicy. You know, I had a friend who's like, I asked him like, what kind of steak do you get? And he's like, oh, it's medium rare because you got that juicy. And he made that noise, and that's the last time we ever spoke to each other. I'm just kidding. We're still friends. Yeah, we got a lot of juicy stuff to talk about today. Because if you didn't know, this week for filming of The Chosen Season 3, Week 2, although it's like they only filmed like 3 days, it was pretty hush-hush this week. They notoriously said last week that this week was going to be a pretty sneaky behind-the-scenes kind of, yeah, hush-hush week. I said it again, but somebody please tell me how many times I say that throughout this video because it's probably going to be a lot. But this week was nonetheless a secret, and they didn't reveal too much, didn't post too many set photos. But the stuff that they did post, it's going to be interesting. So let's just jump right into it. So this story starts. I have an interesting theory about this. I think that there's some trickery going on for The Chosen behind the scenes. So I want to tell a story, and don't worry, it completely has to do with The Chosen 100%. So last week I posted on Instagram and Facebook on Facebook in the Chosen fan club and in the Chosen memes, BTS fan art, and whatever else, yeah, etc. fan groups. I posted in those, and on Instagram, officially Against the Current. Which if you're not following me, and why aren't you, go follow me there because I post a lot of cool stuff. But on those things, I posted a fan art that I did of the walking on water sequence just of Jesus and Simon. And they're just standing there. It's not really definitively walking on water, but it's just Jesus and Simon looking at each other with water and lightning in the background. I was pretty proud of it. That's probably one of my favorite piece that I've done. Dallas commented on Instagram, and he commented twice. First of all, he said, "You wish," with the smiley face emoticon because he's old and he doesn't use emojis. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can't take me seriously on here. I say so many things that are not serious. And then he also said that's a lot easier to paint than it would be to film. So pretty clear indication that they would not be doing the water walking on water sequence scene from the famous scene. It's in the theme song for the show. I don't know why they would ever not do it. But he posted that, and ha ha ha, funny. Which, by the way, if he is watching, you don't have to use the smiley face emoticon. I know that you're not trying to be hurtful or anything. I know exactly what you mean because I am almost the same type of person. But I'm getting off track. I always start out and then I'm doing good, and then I get off track and I start talking about non-important details. So he posted that. Okay, so then on Facebook, after I got over like 50,000 reactions, I posted in the fan group again, and I said, "Hey Dallas, you might have to do this scene now," because I thought he wasn't gonna do it, and he said he posted this picture. Okay, so you know this. So what does this mean? Why am I telling you this? I'm not just trying to flex that Dallas responded to me. I'm leading to something. So this was a pretty clear indication to me that they weren't going to do the walking on water sequence, right? It seems pretty definitively no. Like it seems like Dallas is just saying, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So, and he stated before, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't want to do that scene because he doesn't want to do things where the audience is more focused on the how rather than like the actual scene itself. Like, how'd they do that? How'd they pull that off with that camera trickery and stuff? Camera trickery. Why did I do this? That's yeah. So he said that he's probably not going to do that scene, which it would be very sad. And also, that seems like a pretty definitive no, right? Wrong. Because this week's been pretty hush-hush, but whenever Dallas would do, like, they didn't post, like, the first day, like, Monday, was, like, nothing from them. At least, like, about this week of filming. They posted pictures from last week of filming, which are all pretty good. And there's one picture in particular, which was not supposed to get out, I heard, and was removed from Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and it was of Jesus being handcuffed and being led by these two guys out of a building. I didn't save it when it came out because I'm sad, but I'm pretty sure that's the guy from The Wedding from season 1, episode 5. And even today, since I'm recording this Sunday, this morning The Chosen posted a video of a kind of a recap of season 1. And Dallas mentions, well, I'll just play the clip, but Dallas mentions,
you guys saw something yesterday that we can't talk too much about, where a character you've seen before has changed. And I know it really bothered you.
It did.
Yeah.
It
I kept it inside.
But and a few people were like, oh, that's that person from before, and now they're doing this thing. Oh, no.
like, I think he might be talking about the guy from The Wedding in season 1, episode 5. I don't know why I'm looking all menacing like this, but I think that's what he's talking about. So that's an interesting detail. But back to the walking on water. So they didn't post anything, day 1, and then Dallas would do the thing where he's done for the day, and he's like, "Oh, we've been doing a lot of night shoots. I'm so tired trying to adjust to the new sleep schedule," and then he'd usually be walking away from this building that's in the background, which just looks like this box. And then it wasn't until like Tuesday or Wednesday. He posted a video of him pulling up to set, and we got to see the first look at our new look for Big James, which everyone, from a video we'll get to later, everyone has a new look, kind of, because I don't know why they feel the need to do this. Dallas, you're not selling toys. I know it's like, okay, yes, because if you didn't know, the reason why in like every Marvel movie, most TV shows, that kind of thing, the characters like switch their uniform. They like change costumes every season or like every movie. It's because they need to sell more toys and they can like remarket the character if they're wearing a different costume. So that's why like back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, the movie Batman and Robin came out. Like they had like 5 different costumes that Batman and Robin changed out of just so they could sell more toys and market it to more children. So that's why a lot of characters change costumes in TV shows and or movies. But Dallas, you don't have any action figures to sell. I don't know why you're having the characters change costumes. I mean, I enjoy it, and it's cool. And it's actually, with Matthew, we do get a little bit of character progression because he's out of his fancy, schmancy Roman, like, tax collector robes. Expensive. He's actually in, like, more of the tunic, common folk garb. So that is a extension of character arc, but for everyone else, they don't really need a costume change because you're not selling action figures. If you would, that'd be great. There's 2 things we need in www.thechosengifts.com. We need chosen tennis shoes, not tennis shoes, like sneakers. That would be awesome. Chosen shoes, can you guys imagine? That'd be amazing. And we need action figures because I know I'd collect those. Are you kidding me? That'd make tons of money. And with all the costume changes, there you go. You already got marketing. So I don't know why they're not doing action figures, but, characters are changing uniforms. Not the point of the story. I keep getting off track. There's so much to talk about today, guys. It's a quote-unquote hush-hush week, but they actually did share a lot of stuff. So we got to talk about it, guys. I've been walking away from this, like, big box area. And in the video of Dallas walking by Luke Demian, I keep wanting to call him Dim-Witted Demian because that's his Instagram handle. But he walks by Luke Demian and Alice Safi, who plays Simon Z, and Luke plays Judas. And in the background, if you notice right here, there is a boat prop. Why would there be a boat? Huh? Just Jesus going out for some fishing? Just going out and say, hey guys, you want to just, go for a nice little swim? Go out in the boat to take the boat around? No, everything has significance in this story. Nothing is without significance. So there's that, first of all. And we have more evidence. Hold on. I think that Dallas is lying to us. I think we are getting the walking on water sequence. And there's a lot of evidence that supports this theory because the cinematographer, Akis, can't ever pronounce his last name, and I don't want to try because it'd be disrespectful if I, got it wrong. But he posted on his Instagram stories this picture of a blue screen set and you can see the lights. Those yellow things are lights along the top. I think we're either getting Jesus calms the storm or walking on water. And you might be saying, well, walking on water doesn't happen until after the feeding of the 5,000, and they're doing the feeding of the 5,000 last, right? This season? Well, they're not. They don't always film things in order. They film stuff for like season 3, episode 3, like after season 3, episode 1, like right after. So I think that the feeding of the 5,000 is going to be filmed last, since it's the hardest to plan, because there's you got to have like 20,000 people. I hope they're having 20,000 people, because they have to know it's only 5,000 men, right? With like women and children, it was like at least 20,000 people. I hope they know that, because that'd be inaccurate, and then we could label the show as blasphemous if they did that. I'm just kidding, but I hope they do that, because they definitely have 20,000 fans at their expense. We'd be willing to jump off of a cliff. They're like, hey, could you guys go run? Just run and jump off. Is this safe? No, not necessarily. Just do it. It'll be a cool shot. Okay, we love The Chosen. 20,000 people reported dead over this TV show about the life of Christ. So that'll be the headlines. But okay, so we have boat prop, and we have blue screen. We can only assume that this blue screen, this is the cinematographer for The Chosen. What else does he have to do where he'd be in a blue screen? I don't think anything else. I think The Chosen is why he'd be using a blue screen set. And we have the boat. And we have later, The Chosen themselves on this particular day, they posted a video of this lakeside, scene. And then we have this boat. And at first, I was freaking out because I was like, right there at the front of the boat, there's loaves. There's like literally loaves of bread. But I was a bit too big for my britches, because I forgot that they don't have literal loaves of bread like a baguette or something. Like those are like loaves of bread like we have nowadays. Back then it was just like crackers essentially. So that kind of ruled out that. And I think they're more fish than loaves of bread. But at first I was like, this is it. This confirms my theory. They're doing walking on water. I don't know what to tell you. Because they're just taking the leftover bread and strapping it to the boat. But no, I don't think that's what it is. But still, there's a boat right there. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be after the feeding of the 5,000. So to clear it up, I don't know if I can explain it that well, because I've just been kind of thinking it in my head. I don't know if I've gotten the words out in a way that makes sense coherently. So I think that they're filming the feeding of the 5,000 scenes last, and then they're just filming this stuff after that now. And then we have, I think they're filming the scenes because they had to travel to the lake in order to film the scene. So I think this week was focused on the walking on water and or calming the storm scene, because they filmed at the lakeside to where they get in the boat and go out, and then before that they filmed near their local headquarters on a blue screen. Because also, I think they filmed the scenes where they're out actually on the lake. So, and also another thing that backs this up, that the blue screen set is the same set that they filmed on for The Chosen, is because Dallas posted this picture of a dark storm cloud and said, uh-oh, with the caption. And then the cinematographer, when he posted his picture of the blue screen set, it's the same dark, stormy clouds as it is in Dallas's picture. So I think that's most likely where it was. And I just thought of this. Why wouldn't they film the blue screen in the soundstage that they just built? But maybe the soundstage isn't done yet. I don't know. Or maybe they just didn't get to film it in there for some reason. But I think they just filmed the blue screen stuff locally, because then they had to actually travel to get to this lake. Because if you look at the area where they filmed The Chosen, it's near like some camp or something, which is what they're going to donate the set to after they're done for the like history side of it. But where they're filming this, it's not near really any except for the one that they have there. It's not really near any lakes. So they would have to do a lot of traveling. Because when I was thinking about they're doing the walking on water, I was like, well, they're not really close to any lakes, so they'd have to do a lot of traveling. And then what do you know? Like the next few days, they're like, oh, we're doing a travel day, no filming today. So I was like, well, there you go. Yeah, there's not any lakes near the area that they're filming the Chosen, their local headquarters. So I think that, yeah, I think we might be getting the walking on water, or none of this is even connected at all. And Dallas was telling the truth, and I'm just crazy, and I wasted my whole week. But hey, that's how it goes, you know. I'm pretty sure that's walking on water, right? It can't be just me. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Because I'm pretty sure I explained that correctly. If I didn't, then I'm sorry, but you can look at the evidence for yourself and you can see. I think there was some more evidence that I had. Oh, yeah, the Dallas posted a video of Jesus and his disciples.
Right? Ready, set, action! Do that.
Which is where we see our first looks at a lot of the new costumes for the characters walking. They're walking towards the store, and he says, the caption is "Time for a Lakeside Sermon." But I think we all know what it's really about. It's about the walking on water. That's what it is. Also, speaking of feeding of the 5,000 and or walking on water, just Friday night, The Chosen sent out an emergency email saying, "Hey, we're about to film 2 more like intimate scenes after the feeding of the 5,000. We need an extra 1,000 people. Tell your friends and sign up." I got the email, and I was still awake when my dad is the one who like sets it up and stuff. You know, I'm still just a kid. I know you guys can forget that because I sit here watching The Chosen all day. But so I can like sign up, and I didn't want to wake my dad up because I thought he was already asleep. And you know how that goes when you wake up your parents, you feel the full wrath. So I didn't want to wake him up. And then the next morning, he was like, "Oh yeah, I got that email," but then it was sold out. So those of you who got in, you were very lucky. But like yeah, an emergency 2 extra scenes that they didn't have before. That's a little bit worrying to me why they're doing rewrites like now, which isn't uncommon for movies to be doing rewrites and changes and tweaks to the script while they're on set. But like 2 more scenes where you need 1,000 extras, that's a little bit worrying because, you know, The Chosen is not impervious to bad stories, which I'm not saying it's going to be bad, but like a change this, like while you're already in production, that's a little bit scary. I have faith. I hope they're not going to, you know, mess it up or anything, but that's a little bit worrying that they're adding 2 extra scenes. No, I'm not just butthurt because I didn't get in. I'm just trying to think story-wise, you know. But other than that, they did post a video today that really, you know, kind of rattled my world. I was like, well, we got a video to shoot today. I'm going to shoot it, and it's going to go well. Which is yesterday for you guys, which is also Mother's Day. So, moving on. I'm just kidding. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. So yesterday for you guys, or if you're watching it later than Sunday, they posted a video about a recap of week 1 of season 3 filming, and we did get one little thing which I'm happy about that we got confirmation about, because I was saying this guy last week. I was like, that looks like Josh DeGoran, who plays Bob the businessman. Now we can actually officially rule that out because we get a better look at him in this video, and that's obviously not Josh. So my theory was wrong. That was like my only good theory, and it's wrong. So I have another interesting little tidbit to share. On my last video, so we can rule out that theory, but also another theory that I read is I was talking about Judas's plant that he has, and I was saying, oh, is a Wally reference, or I was just joking. It's obviously not a Wally reference, but someone said, this is Kivrin, shout out to Kivrin for this comment. It says, the thing by the, she says, he, she, it, they, whoever, says, the thing by the door looks like a mezuzah, and I'm going to Google that right now. What is a mezuzah? I don't even think I spelled it right. What is that? It is a small folded or rolled parchment inscribed by a qualified calligraphist with scriptural verses to remind Jews of their obligations. Oh, well, looks like a plant. So I don't know what to say about that, but I don't know. It's Mexico. Oh, the thing it might be the thing he sticks on the door. Actually, not the plant. That might be it. Yeah, that might be it. Interesting. That'd be cool. Actually, I think that theory is right. So theory proven. Also, I think we have another theory from Catherine Menning, which I'd like to pull up right now and read because she had another theory about the whole Lazarus thing. Also, we have a few more actors arriving on set. We have Laura Silva, who plays Eden. We have Elizabeth Tabish, who plays Mary, and she was actually there on the last day of filming last week. So there you go. There's Eden showing, or not Eden, sorry. Elizabeth Tabish showing up to set. We have tons of things happening. Like it's like a crazy week. But Catherine Menning, she gave the theory last week about the Lazarus being the flashback scene in season 3, episode 3. So she has another theory. After some sleuthing around in my Bible, I have come to the conclusion that we will see John the Baptist's death and the group's reaction to it in Season 3. My evidence for this, in Matthew 14 and Mark 6, we get the death of John the Baptist. Immediately after that, we have the feeding of the 5,000. If they're going in a somewhat chronological order, we will most likely see John the Baptist's death and everyone's reaction to it in Episode 7 or even 8. So, that's an interesting theory. I think that might be true. That wouldn't surprise me, at least. So maybe that's going to be John the Baptist and Jesus in the flashback episode in season 3, episode 3. I don't know. But speaking of Lazarus, just today, the actor of Lazarus, which you should definitely go follow him if you haven't, because I know that even I have more followers than he does, and that's a crime because he's a chosen actor. He deserves to have tens of thousands. But he posted today that he is on his way to film somewhere, and he didn't say where, but I think we all know where he's going. So that is more to the theory that Lazarus is going to be in season 3. But that also means that it must be John the Baptist in season 3, episode 3, because he wasn't there when they were filming scenes for that episode. So, well, maybe they're just going to film additional scenes with him. He just had some scheduling differences or something like that. But that is interesting. So maybe it is actually John the Baptist and Jesus in the flashback episode, which will be season 3, episode 3. I'm pretty sure we all know that it's going to be a flashback episode. Also, something else I didn't mention last time, we have Matthew's dog is on set for season 3. So that might prove that it's not a flashback, or that it's not a part of the scene that they filmed with Matthew and his parents for the beginning of season 3, episode 1. Because I don't think Matthew met his dog until The Chosen, until the actual events of season 1 started. So I could be wrong on that. Let me know in the comments. But I think he didn't meet the dog until season 1. So this takes place before season 1. Then the dog shouldn't be there. So that must mean that this takes place later. They return to Capernaum for some reason. But this is a lot of interesting stuff. And I think that's all of the evidence. That's just my big theory for this week anyway. I think they were filming the walking on water scene. I really do. I really do. I don't know why I'm doing these pray hands. I really do. Pray for me. You probably should pray for me. I'm a little crazy. So that's all the evidence I have for that's my case. I rest my case, judge. So you guys are the judges of the evidence, though, whether I'm guilty or innocent, or whether, I guess, Dallas and the crew are guilty or innocent. But yeah, so let me know. Do you think that I'm right? Do you think that I'm wrong? Do you think I'm insane? Just let me know. I'll be excited to hear any one of those answers. But I'm pretty sure that they're doing the walking on water scene, and if so, that'd be awesome. But if they're not doing that, then I don't know what they're doing. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see until the actual episodes. But that'll be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys next week, where I'll be doing the same thing, talking about what they filmed. The Chosen, I mean. So make sure to tune back in next week. I enjoy your week. I hope you have a good week. I'm always terrible with these outros. I need to get better at these. Just simple, snappy, wrap it up. I'm always like, so how's your day going? But yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications because I'm going to be doing one of these videos every single week until they're done filming The Chosen Season 3. And then I'll do a breakdown video of the trailer and a reaction video. So you're going to want to stay up to date because we got a lot of stuff coming. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
I was one way when you found me. I was not the one you see. And the only thing that happened was the stranger in between.